love Battlefield, right?
Yes.
And before I am trying to find a good stage on first, I'm trying to be a Sheik hater, so I'm banning Battlefield first.
There you go. Let them know.
But they have opted to strike to Battlefield,
Uh-huh.
and we are going into our first match here, and already off the stage.
Yeah, when the percent isn't going to be high enough to lead into that Ken combo, into that down air to get the kill, you're going to be seeing multiple forward airs coming out. Great tech.
Beautiful.
Using the momentum of the Amsa tech to go a little bit farther away afterwards. Zain not getting the full follow-up, but just hitting relentlessly again and again is going to take the stock for Zain.
Yeah, only taking 8%. I mean, great Amsa tech off of a Marth tipper too. You know, when you have those high knockback moves like that, it can be difficult to get that Amsa tech. So, you know, great, you know, effort by Ben to try to survive that stock. With Zain, to your point, relentless.
Yes, and you know, talking about the survivability, Zain's still only taking 11%. Ben is well into his second stock here.
Yeah.
Finally commits the dash attack, just trying to get the Marth off me, but Zain has jumped at the perfect timing, at the perfect space, and going to be around F-tilt spacing as well, so that was well played from Zain there.
Already off stage, and this could be bad. Yeah, the great effort to try to go for the air dodge. That is one of the big weaknesses for Sheik, is that if you force Sheik to up B like that right there, very exploitable. Sheik is in that landing animation for like 80 frames.
And what Zain did to get Ben into that position, abusing Sheik in the air, her floatiness. You can see Ben wave landing to the top platform, does not want to deal with getting juggled by Marth. You don't want to be below Marth like that. Really good bait.
Ooh, I like that.
Leading
Tipper
around the shield.
Forward air into up there.
Oh, and just letting it rip. Seeing it, a lot of Sheiks like doing the edge dash F tilt.
Yes.
Covering that there.
Yes, use a little bit of those gallon frames.
All right.
See, Ben able to take that first stock. Still at a relatively high percent, though. We'll see if Ben can clear it up a little bit. Got the needles, got the grab, despite the spot dodge.
Marth spot dodge, not too strong, but again, Zain being ready for that needle grab just shows Ben might have to, you know, do a little extra outplay, getting something that maybe is normally free for him there.
It is kind of an interesting dynamic where a lot of the defensive options that Melee offers you are kind of underwhelming. You know, being in shield is less than ideal, right? Spot dodge is, you know, punishable, exploitable, right?
Right.
And it ends up being that your good defensive like mechanics in Melee are based off of movement. Things like Marth dash back.
Yes, the titanium dash back.
Just the way he just flings his entire body forward.
Okay, Ben had some good shield pressure with the forward air coming into the forward tilt afterwards. Classic Sheik stuff, just classically kind of awkward for Marth to deal with, and takes the stock out of it. Well played. Needs more of that, needs to bully Marth in the corner. That's what Sheik really wants here. You can see Ben took a good advantage of it, but oh my goodness, regrab in the middle of the combo. Doesn't even go for another forward air. Takes the extra damage from, oh my.
Unfortunate. I mean, that was a rock in a hard place, right? Like, it's difficult because of how thin that ledge is for Battlefield, right? So it's very easy to find yourself stuck or just messing it up in some way. It's very, very easy to fumble on that ledge.
And we're just, and really what we're seeing so much of that game is we're seeing Zain being so proactive, putting himself right outside the forward tilt, barely inside the dash attack range, so if he jumps, he can maybe go around it. If he dashes back, he's definitely avoiding it. And Ben has to dislodge Zain. He has to make him uncomfortable. He has to make him stop with the jumping or call out a timing. Zain just sending it, knowing that you might want to get in a comfortable position, so I'm just going to send it sometimes.
That is certainly the strength of a character like Marth, is that you are always going to be the one with more range, right?
Yeah.
And especially in this type of matchup, right? Sheik is strong in a lot of ways, so you really have to lean into that minute range advantage as Marth.
And she has some really good range on her herself. I mean, that back air did trade with one of Marth's moves, and that was a really good situation for Ben. Oh,
but Sheik's back there.
Corner. I mean, this stage is going to be larger than Battlefield, and we've already seen that kind of work out for Ben, getting him out of some difficult punish situations a few times. Long bottom platform and these high, long side platforms.
Yeah, I do like the choice for Ben to go to Dreamland. You know, obviously, Sheik will like to go to Battlefield most of the time, but got two stocked on Battlefield. I think rightly ascertained that, hey, let me try to change it up here. Let me try to get myself a little more space.
Yep. And even though a lot of Marths find that edge guard awkward, what did Zain do? Put the Sheik up in the air, took the top platform so you can't wave land to it like we saw before, and then you just bait out the air dodge. Where's she gonna go? Nowhere. Forward tilt kills.
Yeah. Beautiful needle there. Great snipe.
Yeah, Marth off the stage is going to be very, very nice for Sheik. That's one of the areas where she can feel more comfortable in the matchup than Marth.
Yeah, as well as Marth can edge guard Sheik, and Sheik has a exploitable recovery. Sheik is one of the best edge guarding characters in the game.
Yes.
She can absolutely edge guard Marth very, very well. Gets some early percent kills.
Oh, Ben had a nice little reversal there, but he gets a weak hit back here instead of a strong one, and now it's the Zain show once again.
Yeah, Ben also an early deficit in this match, but looking a lot better than game one.
He tries to go for the tech there, but the percent is too high. Maybe going onto a third stock.
Oh, nice crouch kill. I like that.
And so Zain has been getting a few of the non-tipper down tilts. Ben could be crouching a little more and taking advantage of that. That's not going to work so well on Zain's forward air, which he's mixing up really well.
Barely missed that needle edge guard there, but
Wonderful jab.
yeah, absolutely.
And that jab led to the jump, led to the pressure. Probably going to lead to the kill.
Oh, barely
Unless-
missed on the follow-up.
Yeah, run off forward air, just a classically good Marth option. Put that on every matchup.
It's so funny though. The Marth killer is such a funny strategy. I remember like first hearing about it and like the person explaining it to me, and it's like, this sounds fake. And then we did it. It's like, this looks like a glitch.
Yeah. It seems like, wait, I just sit here and they die? No, against Marth, no way.
Sounds like fake news to me.
No, that down tilt on CC was also fake for Zain. He did pay a little bit of the price, but Ben's not getting as much off these reversals as Sheik would be liking to get, especially at these lower percents.
Yeah, able to get that up tilt off the top there. You know, we're at 2 stocks apiece. You know, it's definitely a lot closer for Ben. Trying to get that onslaught tech, wasn't able to. That is one of the things on Dreamland. Marth doesn't have access to the forward smash tipper options while he's below the platforms,
Yes.
but can still get the up tilt tipper. See, missed the reverse fair. That is one of the most difficult reverse hitboxes to get. That shoot forward air.
Yeah. Get up attack does get Ben out. Ben would love to get Zain in the corner and do another one of those short hop drift in forward airs. He's been getting so much off of it. But Zain continuing to get out here. Oh, a little bit of an early roll. He was still invincible. Zain going to take full advantage. Going to get the reversal. Back air's not going to hit the best for you unless you're jumping in, unless you're jumping right next to him. So again, Marth, when they're below the opponent, so many hitboxes come online. Up air, up tilt, forward air, back air. So many things can come online, and then Sheik with the back air mainly hits above her. So Zain just saw, hey, you're going to come down with this move. You want to get off the platform. You don't want to be above me. Check this out. I'm going to take this stock. And then just great awareness from Zain, great awareness on the habits of Sheik players, knowing what they want. Deletes the stock on Dreamland.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was looking really close, and then that last stock just absolutely ran away for Zain.
Yes.
It's so funny. You're absolutely right. Sheik specifically doesn't have great hitboxes below her, right? You have down air. It's
okay,
but not against Marth, not against the sword, right?
Right.
We used to joke about it that being above Marth feels like being underneath Battlefield. Like you're just like trapped.
I like that. Oh, again, taking advantage of Marth in the corner, but not quite getting enough. Ben can get a little more off these openings, these good openings he is getting. Really be turning things around.
Playing really patient right now. A beautifully spaced forward air there, right at the end of that short hop.
Very nice using the gland back on the stage, getting that grab. Zain's space maybe a little too close.
A little late on that back air, trying to get the ledge. I like that where you run off, and Marth is one of the few characters that can actually turn himself around in the air. The back air animation actually turns you the other way. So you run off, you back air back towards the stage to turn yourself around, and then have the next back air be the hitbox that edge guards. One to turn you around and one to kill him.
He can do so much.
Like, why'd they do it?
No! And what a reversal. Ben is getting so many opportunities, and things are just not going his way afterwards. Zain just crossing up again and again on the respawn. Definitely feeling himself here. Tries to go for another cross-up, which he has some fast hitboxes that hit on both sides. That's going to stop.
Yeah, that jab forward air is so funny. Like, as soon as the other combos like go offline, like 2 higher percent, is the perfect time to start going for things like jab forward air.
Forward tilt connecting, percent no good. She needs a little bit more here. Gonna back up and do the needles. Doesn't want to play the movement game with Marth. Smart. He finally gets the strong back air. Oh, but does it back air too early. And that's going to get Marth out for free again.
I like the idea, trying to get a bit more aggressive with those edge guards, trying to get an early kill, trying to make a play, right? You're at a deficit, you're down 2 games, you got to try to make something happen.
And it's got to be extra frustrating too, because you're right there, you're almost getting your punishes, and then Zane's doing moves right in your face, but just far enough to dash back and take all of this into a kill, baiting you into that forwarder by the edge as well.
Ben can smell these kill confirms. They're just like barely slipping through his grass. I mean, credit to Zain, right? Zain is making it as difficult as possible.
Yes. Shield poke. Maybe need to get on the edge there, close to it. Could maybe come for an aerial needle. Wow, just turn around, grab out of the spot dodge.
That's the thing. I can see why people would thought, oh, I don't know what the air dodge was there for all the way down there. I guess trying to send a message like, no, I'll die on my own terms. But no, I can definitely see why people would have thought that Sheik is the better play character in this particular matchup, because it feels like Marth has to engage in every single neuron that he has in order to be able to fight against Sheik, and Sheik has a much more straightforward options like go for grab, down for forward. Oh my goodness!
The sour spot into the sweet spot. I mean, I really feel like Zane's been hitting so many people with that. You want to DI in for the back air, but then there's another 50-50. That's the thing about Marth. There's always another 50-50.
There's always something else.
Yes.
There's always something else following up.
There's more melee to be played. There's more mix-ups to be hit by. And well played to Zain. You know, I think he...
Yeah, that's going to put him into our top 8. So he is our first top 8 qualifier. Yes. Ben still in it. He's going to be going down into losers. Still having a great run. And, you know, there is no shame in anybody losing to Zain.
Absolutely not. And I think Ben had so many good opportunities as well. You know, he was getting his opportunities. He was getting his forward airs in the corner. There were just a lot of drops, a lot of things, you know, that if he's hitting them, I think, you know, things start looking different. Zain gets blemishes at least on the game count record, right? Going forward. It looks like we may have our next competitor walking towards the stage.
Is that Mr. Cody Schwab? Is that Cody Schwabeth?
Yeah, I think it is.